Hello everyone and welcome to our webinar, How to Get Started with SMS Marketing in 60 Days. While we wait for everyone to join, I would like to use the opportunity to thank each and every one of you who decided to tune in with us today. I know that currently there is a plethora of webinars virtually happening every new hour, so we are really grateful that you decided to stick with us to learn more about SMS marketing and how you can build a successful holiday strategy just in 60 days. Today, I'll be your host, and we're gonna have two moderators, Maria and Victoria, and they'll be answering all of your questions in the Q&A section. So at any point, if you just need some additional information or you have a question about something, please just write in the Q&A section and they'll make sure to answer you or provide you with all the needed information. So I feel that we are enough people now so we can kick things off. As I already mentioned, we're going to talk about SMS marketing and how to get started in 60 days. Why 60 days, you might wonder? Well, the biggest event in e-commerce is going to happen in exactly 60 days, so we want to make sure that you're all set for Black Friday, Cyber Monday week. I'm Elena Kostova, a product marketing manager of SMSBump, and today I'll be hosting this webinar. We will kick things off by talking about why SMS is an important channel to adopt this holiday season. Then we're going to see how to get started with this channel in just 60 days. We're going to share some success stories with you, and then we'll finish off with some special surprises we have prepared for everyone who joined with us today. Just a small disclaimer, all those surprises are going to be given just to the people who joined the webinar, so please stick with us. I promise it's going to be worth it. So, let's see why this Black Friday Cyber Monday is so important this year. With the current global situation, we've seen a major shift towards online-first businesses. This means that more customers decide to actually shop in online businesses as opposed to offline stores. And these holidays are not going to be an exception. It's predicted that over 66% of all holiday purchases will happen online, and then more than half of those will be via mobile phones. It's also interesting to see that due to the high level of uncertainty because of the global pandemic, this year's holiday shopping is actually going to start a little bit earlier, around mid-October and early November, and only 30% of the holiday shopping will be on Black Friday, Cyber Monday. So for everyone who tuned in with us today, please make sure that you start your campaigns even earlier. To address all these changes, businesses need to seek new and innovative channels to reach their audience and stand out from the crowd. And it's actually where SMS comes into play. It's direct, it's personal and engaging, and most of all, it doesn't have a spam folder. So actually, it's no wonder SMS has been the new rising star everyone has been talking about lately. As a relatively new marketing channel, SMS is still not that highly adopted by businesses, which is the reason why we see really promising results when utilized. SMS has over 90% of open rate, and messages are open within the first 3 minutes. Apart from that, the texts are actually having a great click-through rate of 35% and more. So if you aren't using SMS by now, I hope that today's webinar is going to motivate you to do so. Now, I would like to use the time to really briefly introduce who we are as a company and what we do. So for those of you who are not using SMSBump still, we are an SMS marketing platform for Shopify and BigCommerce businesses, and we help merchants grow their sales with personalized and engaging texts and automations. With over 60,000 customers, we are the most used SMS app on the Shopify store. And because we believe in a truly omnichannel experiences and leveraging data from all of your favorite apps, we support over 24 integrations with apps such as Yotpo, Klaviyo, Gorgeous, Justuno, and many more. Last year, our merchants saw that using SMS marketing led to 67% boost in their revenue, and their ROI was actually phenomenal. It was of 35 times and more. So let's see how we can replicate these results and create successful SMS marketing strategy just in time for the holidays. The first and most important step is to grow your subscribers. Remember, your strategy is going to be only as successful as the size of your list, so make sure you invest heavily in starting today. Your second step is going to be the initial engagement with your audience. Make sure you have all the essential flows turned on by the beginning of October. Once you collect more data about your subscribers, it's time to build segments which you will be targeting mid-November with your first SMS campaigns. And finally, we will see how to track the success of your strategy. So, starting with the subscribers, the most natural and effective way to collect subscribers is via your checkout. This is the moment your customers are most engaged with your brand and most likely to share their phone numbers with you. We've seen that over 45% of customers will convert into subscribers at exactly this touch point. So make sure you use that opportunity, and with a simple modification of your checkout, you can start collecting phone numbers so you can launch a really successful Black Friday Cyber Monday campaign when the time comes. The second most successful way to grow your list is actually using a pop-up on your site. You can add an appealing offer and set your pop-up to trigger when the customer is trying to exit your page. So the customers are really motivated to stay longer and to hopefully make a purchase. You can maximize the value of your pop-ups by collecting both emails and phone numbers. This feature is available with all major pop-up tools such as Justunu, Privy, Optimonk, but also with our personal pop-up builder. Another way to grow your subscribers is to use our shareable subscribe link. How it works? Basically, you're going to set up a really easy to click on link where customers would need to fill in their phone number, their names, and then all they need to do is just submit that information. Shareable subscribe links are a really great way to leverage your online channels. For example, you can add it in your profile bio, you can add it as a swipe up to your Instagram stories, and even to your latest email newsletter. So if you want to give a little boost to your list in the days before Black Friday Cyber Monday, what you can do is also launch a giveaway or paid ads so you motivate your audience to actually subscribe to your list. In case you actually want to go an extra mile and you want to leverage some more creative and online channels, QR codes would be a really easy way to achieve that. It allows your customers to subscribe with just a scan on their phones, and this method is really suitable for any outdoor advertisements or actually print media. For example, for these holidays, you can add the QR code on your thank you card or to your product packaging and let customers subscribe by just scanning it. Maybe you can invite them to get an exclusive discount for this Black Friday, or to just introduce them to your new product line. So you can get really creative with that type of subscription form. So you can use all those 4 ways to collect subscribers in the days before the holidays. But now let's go to the second step and see how we can start engaging with those people. SMS flows are a great way to engage with your customers and start getting to know them better. They will be triggered based on a selected action, just as a new subscription, an abandoned cart, or even when a customer has been inactive for a while. And they will send your customers down the most optimal path, collecting valuable information while personalizing the offers to your subscribers. Just like this example, you see here we have a trigger which is a new subscriber confirmation, meaning that this flow is going to be sent for everyone who just subscribed to your list. So the first step that we're going to have is to make sure we thank them for joining our club, and then we can use this opportunity to get to know them better, see what they're interested in, and maybe ask them really relevant questions. Something like, a shop assistant will do when you enter the store. In our case, Because we sell hair products, we can ask them about the type of scalp that they have. So based on their needs, we can offer them something that is suitable to them. So in that case, we are going to ask them if their scalp is dry or normal. So the moment someone answers dry, they're going to receive one product offering with a special discount for them. But if their scalp is normal, then they're going to receive a completely different offer. To sum it up, SMS flows allow you to actually automate the whole customer journey from the very beginning when they subscribe to the very end when they make a purchase. So, let's see what flows you should be activating before holidays come. Starting with the welcome series. As we just saw, you can use the opportunity to welcome your new subscribers and tell them how grateful you are for them to join your club. You can also follow up with a nice offer tailored to their interests, so you can already convert those people at your second touch point. Another very important flow that you should be using is the abandoned cart flow. You can use it to remind customers of their unfinished purchase 10 minutes after they've abandoned the cart, and then add a second reminder 1 hour later. To make that process easier for the customers, you can also simply embed the discount code into the link. So actually the only thing that they would need to be doing is just click on it. And as Black Friday approaches, I would advise you to actually shorten the delay of your reminders. So if before you reminded them 1 hour and 10 minutes after they've abandoned the cart, when Black Friday comes, you can decrease the time to, let's say, 5 and 30 minutes. Why? Because during Black Friday, you know that everyone is getting so many reminders, so many emails, and everyone is just bombarded with deals, and you want to make sure that customers still remember what they've just saw and what cart they've abandoned, so you actually have a higher chance of converting them. Finally, don't forget to activate your cross-sell flows. They will actually allow you to boost customer lifetime value even before Cyber Week. What you can do is you can set up a sequence of flows, having your best-selling product or your best-selling categories, and deciding what complementary products you want to add on top of that. So, for example, if someone just bought shoes, you can offer them maybe a backpack or a fitting baseball hat. What's important is to always attach an image of the product, so you can use a so-called product grid, which would actually display customer a picture of the product that they've been offered, so they can really easily imagine what they're going to buy, and you can actually increase the chance of converting those people. So you already know how to grow your list and engage with your subscribers. Now it's time to start segmenting them into relevant groups which you'll be targeting later on. SMSBump connects with all your customer data and has the widest variety of segmentation filters. It allows you to mix and match different characteristics so you can create hyper-targeted segments for better conversion. When you start segmenting your customers, you can divide your subscribers based on their past purchase behavior. Maybe also their shopping category, their demographics, such as gender or location. When you start segmenting your customers, you can divide them into different groups based on their past purchase behavior, shopping category, or even demographics, such as gender or location. My advice to you is to use the time before the holidays, let's say mid-October, beginning of November, and to really map out what are your key customers. Maybe you can divide your most valuable customers. You can see which customers only shop when you have big discounts. You can see what customers shop particular categories, and then you can try and create particular campaigns just for them that they're going to speak to their interests and to what they're actually looking for. Because if you have someone who always shops on Black Friday when the sales are of 50% and more, of course it makes sense to offer them big discount as well. Maybe if you offer them 10%, they wouldn't be interested because those are the so-called deal seekers. So let's actually see an example of how we can build a segment. Let's say we want to create a segment of people who love sport shoes. In this case, we'd select people that said that they're interested in sports goods. You remember our flows, so collecting the information from there allows us to actually filter out people who were texted back to us sporty. Then we are also going to seek and target people who actually made an order with one of the following categories. So like purchasing really typical sports shoe brands. And actually that's it. You just need to save your segment and you're ready to go. Okay, now we have the segment. It's time for the exciting part, planning and launching your campaigns. For a text marketing campaign to be engaging, it should fit 3 main criteria. You should have the right audience with the right timing and the right message. And if you wonder how important personalization is, well, studies found that a personalized message increases the likelihood of conversion with 54%. And I mean, just simply looking at those 2 messages, I think it's really understandable why. So on one hand side, you have really simple, straight to the point message saying that, hey, there's 50% discount, grab it here. But it doesn't really personalize the message. You don't see actually whom the message is from. You just see a discount and a link. That's it. Whereas on the other case, first of all, the message starts with the store name, so you know actually who's writing to you. Then we see, hey Jane, so store owner took the time to personalize their message. We knew from the segments that those people have purchased dresses, so now we are targeting them with a message that is going to speak to them. And then we actually use the time to kind of upsell an additional product, introducing that customer to our shoe offering. And only then you give the discount and link where they can actually reach that particular offering. So this is a really great example of successful and personalized message. What I suggest now is that we go into the text campaign builder and we try to build one campaign on our own. So what you need to do is hover to the text marketing. And here we have the text campaign builder. Remember what we said. A successful SMS marketing campaign consists of 3 main things: right audience, right timing, and right message. Let's start with the right audience. We want to create a campaign for those sports shoe lovers. So we are going to choose them as a target group. Then we were talking about having the right timing. So because we want to actually win customers over a little bit before the holidays, so not on Friday 27th, but already on the Monday, let's schedule the campaign to send for the Monday of November. So 23rd of November, we're going to send out this campaign. And then it's coming to the interesting part, the actual message. So remember, it's really important for it to be personalized and catchy. How we can make it catchy? Really easy. What we can do is just simply try to add really interesting image which is going to grab the attention straight away. Actually, it's proven that adding an image is going to increase your conversion by almost 3 times. And the other great thing about adding an image is that, first of all, it allows you to convey part of your brand, but also it shows that you have really thought this through and you want to really personalize the experience for that one customer. So in our case, we want to create a campaign for shoes. So let's go and look for a fitting image. Maybe something like this. Okay, so now it's time for our message. First of all, we're going to start with the name of the company. So now we want to go and take and explain what our offer is. So something like a pair new sneakers. And then we should never forget to add the first name, so it's a little bit more personalized. Then we can also go a step further and make it even more personal. So we know those people love shoes. We know that those people said that they're either interested in shoes or bought shoes. So how we can fit that into the messaging? Maybe we can say something like, we know that there is still space in your closet for another pair. And then to make it even more engaging and like down to earth, we can add a really cute emoji, something like this one. Okay, now it's time to put our CTA. Remember, SMS is about being brief and straight to the point. So we can finish with something like this. Grab it now with 40% off. Why 40% actually? Well, this is going to be a campaign centered around Black Friday, and in most of the cases, we would not suggest that you go heavy on the discounts because you don't want to devalue your brand, but on Black Friday, everyone is expecting big discounts, so go heavy on it. The way to add a discount is really simple. Just click on the box, choose a percentage, and type in the amount you'd like to have. And then you add it. Actually, that's it. The only thing we'll have to do is to add stop to opt out, and as you see, our message strength, we've fitted all needed requirements. The only thing left to do is actually click send, and that's it. So, let's sum things up. When you're sending a text marketing campaign, you need to be personal, straight to the point, and have an appealing offer, be it a big sale or a launch of a new collection. But now, let's imagine we want to start a Black Friday Cyber Monday campaign right now and create a really thoughtful sequence. This is especially suitable for smaller businesses that are just getting started with SMS and look for well-rounded but still simplistic campaign strategy for the holidays. The campaign will consist of 3 steps: an early sale, official announcement of your Black Friday sale, and a Cyber Monday last chance notice. Starting with the early sale, you can schedule the campaign on Monday, November 23rd, and use this campaign to notify your most valuable customers that you offer them the opportunity to tap into your sales before everyone else. When segmenting your customers, you can select these that did over 3 purchases from your store and that have bought high-value items. This will only help you boost the loyalty of those customers, but will also help you manage the traffic that comes on your site during the busiest time of the year. The goal of this message is to show a special care, so everything from the copy to the image you choose should emphasize that. And if you want to go the extra step, you can even create a discount that is expressing just that. Maybe something like loyalty or BF Black Friday VIP or just something in those lines. Now, moving over to the main campaign. For best results, you can go over and launch it already on Thursday when customers are getting ready for the big day and they're still not overwhelmed with the deals. I'd exclude the most valuable customers since we just sent them a sales message a few days before. But if you just want to remind them once again, you can even go and send an additional reminder and let them know they should be acting fast. About this message, you should try to be concise and straight to the point. Because, let's be honest, even before them receiving your message, they actually know what you're going to say. So make sure your message is really easy to read, you have the discount code available, and they have a link in case they want to shop directly from your phones. Now, moving over to the last campaign. This campaign can be launched on November 30th, or better known as Cyber Monday. The goal of the campaign will be to maximize sales, so I suggest you target people who did not make a purchase before. But in case you're not so happy with the results on Black Friday, you can also just schedule the campaign and send it for everyone. Since this is the last day, you can try to promote the sale as much as possible and emphasize on the FOMO. You can use words like until stocks last chance, or over expires at midnight. I hope that this example helps you when you're mapping out your campaigns. And as I said, if you're just not really sure, you can also follow my suggested sequence. But if not, you can also just get in touch with us and we'd be more than happy to help you to choose the right timings, the right messaging, or even the right discounts for you. Now, after we've mapped out our campaigns, it's time to measure the results. If you're new to SMS marketing, I suggest that you follow those main 4 metrics, such as revenue, ROI, number of orders generated via SMS, and numbers of subscribers. Since the first 2 months before the holidays, everything is about generating a substantial amount of subscribers, you should start by focusing on your subscribers count. So this is the metric you want to follow up the whole October. This is the one that you really need to grow as fast as possible. Then the second 2 metrics that are really important for you are going to be the revenue and number of orders generated via SMS marketing. You can actually compare that to your other channels, so it's really easy to set certain targets here as well. When it comes to ROI, it's a little bit specific because, as you know, return on investment is measured by the difference between the cost of goods sold and how much you invest. It's not a stable metric across all the different industries or even all different stores. Here, depending on the value of your products, the ROI can be really big, something like 150 times the return on investment, just because their goods are costing a lot. But then also you can have some companies which are really successful and still have a return on investment of, let's say, 10 times. Why? Because the products that they're selling usually are of smaller value, let's say $10, $20, $30. And the best thing is that all those metrics can be easily found in our analytics section. Along with this, you can measure which are your main revenue streams. You can see if text marketing is your most successful channel, or maybe automations, flows, or you actually convert more sales via subscription forms. But also what's really interesting is that with our analytics, you can see which are your most successful growth channels. Let's say if converting via checkout is most successful, or via pop-up forms, keywords, QR codes. So you can actually try and double down on those efforts. The 2 metrics I personally find really valuable are top rated products or top sold products. That shows you which of the products sell best via SMS. This information is really important, especially when setting up your cross-sell flows, because you can actually use that and create the upselling flows for exactly those products and combine them with items that actually sell much worse. And the other metric that's really unique is the most valuable customers. So we have a metric which shows you which customers actually bought most from you via SMS. And I suggest to you, especially in the days before the holidays, that you show some special treatment for those customers. After all, you can use them as really organic brand ambassadors. So maybe you can send them a thank you card, or even just before the holidays, you can send them a small PR box with some of your merchandise, with some small surprises, and I'm sure they'll be really thrilled to actually share with all their friends and their social media how great your brand is. So these are all the 5 steps you need to follow to get started with SMS in just 60 days. And if you're not sure if SMS is the right channel, I'd also like to go a step further and share some success stories with you. Starting with Shishir. Shishir and his wife started a home appliances store last year, and they actually decided to go ahead and try to sell some of their merchandise with SMSBump. In really short time, they managed to generate 15,000 subscribers, and they actually did 2 main things inside the app. First of all, they used the abandoned cart recovery, and they were able to recover over 90% of their carts, so 92 to be more precise. And then they had a really good return on investment of 11 times. Actually, we just released a case study with Shishir breaking down all the steps he took to build his audience, the types of automations he used, and what campaigns he sent on Black Friday. So make sure you check it out in our case study section. Another very inspiring story is the one of Itsy Ritzy, the favorite store for baby mamas and their little ones. Last Black Friday, they built up a big list of 25,000 subscribers whom they targeted with just one campaign and an abandoned cart sequence, and had really phenomenal results of 36% of conversion rate and 150 times the return on the investment. Impressive, right? We hope that our webinar today will help you replicate these results, and who knows, maybe next year your company will be on our success stories list. To actually help you prepare and replicate all those good results that you just heard, we have some things prepared for you. First of all, we would like to send you our personalized Getting Started with SMS guide. So in case I missed something, or you want to know all the basic of how to get started with SMS, how to set up the things in the platform, how to send the messages, or just all the other know-hows of SMS marketing, you will find it in this book. Then we'd like to introduce you to our small Black Friday Knowledge Hub, where you can get actionable tips for every part of your SMS journey when the holiday comes. So from the days before Black Friday, what you can do on Black Friday, and what you can do actually after. So make sure you check it out, and I'm sure you're gonna find a lot more answers and clarity on how to get started with SMS marketing exactly for the holidays. We actually made a really nice SMS template hub where you can actually get inspiration, see how other brands used SMSBump during the holidays, and there's basically something for everyone. All the templates are divided by industry, so you can just quickly browse through it, see what fits to your brand, and simply copy and paste it in our text marketing builder. And if you feel that this is already enough, we actually have a really big surprise for everyone who decided to join this webinar today. We'll be giving all of you our growth plan for free for the following 2 months. So you can actually go, get started, and get ready for Black Friday in just 60 days. So, what you're waiting for? Ready, set, and start texting. And thank you everyone who tuned in with us today. It was a great pleasure for me to show you all the basics of an SMS marketing strategy which you can apply just in time for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Bye! See you to the next one!